Hey guys, welcome back to Creators of the Lost Art. My name is Ron and today I have a big problem. More specifically, tomorrow I'm going to have a big problem if I don't fix it today. You see, tomorrow our our big family is going to grow by 3 more. So 3 little pigs are going to show up, and as of right now, I've got no place for them to lay their delicious bodies. So I've got to figure out a way to fix that situation pronto, Unwreck It Ron style. So I want something that's elevated off the ground a little bit with a solid bottom so that I can put straw in there and they can burrow down in there, bury whatever they like to do. And has 3 walls on it and one end is open for them to get in there. And I couldn't think of a better thing than something I've already got, which is what I love to use, and that's a pallet. So we're gonna start with a pallet and then make some sort of hoop enclosure and cover it for the sides. I know some of you wood snobs out there going, man, I would never build anything out of pallets. Well, I don't order my lumber out of a magazine. I pick it up off the side of the road. So yes, I would rather use something much easier to work with, some actual square or not warped or twisted lumber. But I'm doing this basically for free, so I'm using what I've got. I did want to say that this was 40 inches wide and 6 foot long. I'm going to finish putting the supports in and then deck the bottom of it. I may put some treated something on the bottom of it just to keep it off of the ground. But it's not treated wood. It's not going to last forever, and I'm sure that the pigs are going to outgrow it. But I got to get it done quickly, so this is what we got. We used to call those apprentice Band-Aids. Ouch. All right, so off camera, I took this is a pressure treated 2x4, ripped it in half, cut some little 45s on the end of it to make some sleds to put on the bottom of this. It's treated wood on the ground, in contact with the ground. The rest of it's not treated, but this will allow me to kind of have skis on it so I can move it around if I need to. It's going to be pretty heavy, but that's a good thing because we do get pretty high winds here, and I don't want it to be blowing over or anything, especially with the piggies inside and traumatize them. I'm going to put these on, then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to put the pallet wood that I cut at 40 inches on the top, and then we'll go from there. So I wanted to show you this. I've got a little 1/8" spacer that was just a cut off from something that I ripped yesterday. And I want to put a spacer between these boards because I've made the mistake before of not allowing a gap for expansion when in the summertime and in the wintertime, or when the humidity is high or low. The boards will expand horizontally. If you got them all jammed up next to each other, they don't have any room for expansion, and it will cause them to crack and break a lot sooner. So this is not going to last forever, but it will help it last a lot longer by giving it room for expansion. I can screw these in, then I can pull it out and move it to the next piece, on and on and on. Okay, that worked out well. We have a few built-in automatic air vents, but that's okay. We are going to be putting hay in the bottom of it, which will insulate it. And it is already not super heavy, but it's kind of heavy. Ideally, I would like to make a hoop using cattle panels, but I don't have any cattle panels, and I'm not going to go buy any, so I am going to use what I do have on hand, which is some of this leftover fencing material. It's that 4x4 square sheep and goat wire that I used on the fence out there. It does not have the same rigidity that cattle panels do, so I'm going to have to make some supports. I'm thinking some sort of beam right down the middle that can support it as it hoops over, and then I'll cover it to give them some protection from the rain. Closed in on 3 sides, and then just have one door open on the front. All right, so I got it all wrapped in the wire. Got the bottoms trimmed off so that the little cut off wire parts don't tear my tarp that I'm going to cover this with. I am concerned that each one of these may rub on the tarp over time, especially if I don't have it pulled tight. So I may have to get some like bubble wrap type insulation and wrap this, pull the tarp back off and wrap this. I did sand the corners. In hindsight, I probably should have ran them through the router, but I sanded them so that maybe they won't rub there. So all I've got left to do is put my tarp covering on here and then go put it out there. It's been very rainy today. Happy New Year, guys. It's been very rainy and nasty, so lots of time lapse and not talking because I'm in a metal building and it's very difficult to hear. So let me get this tarp on there. and see what it turns out like. Good morning, everyone. We are headed on a road trip to about a little over 2 hours away from here to pick up our 3 new family members. I don't know what their names are yet, but
Penelope, what's their names?
Rose, Sadie, and Franklin. What's your boy's piggy's name?
Wilbert. Wilbert.
From Charlotte's
All right.
Web.
We're excited, guys, so come along on this ride with us. Wilbert.
Okay. Rose
is running through.
Okay.
You gotta get me. I want to pet her.
Okay. Go to your new bed. Go to your new bed.
So the pig house turned out pretty good. I'm pleased with it, and the pigs are too. Sadie and Rose, they are too. And then, of course, the girls said that they're gonna move out here, which that's a win for us. But anyways, I hope that they take to it. We left the hay away from the front, so maybe it won't get swept out as much. If it starts coming out too much, I may have to put a little block to keep it in there. I'm sure the chickens will wind up in there. It was really rainy today, and they were all huddled under every little dry place they could find. So I did make it. It seems like it's really big for 2 small pigs, but they're not going to stay small. They're going to grow probably. They'll be 2 foot high, maybe, so they'll fit right in there. It's just going to be the 2 of them, and they're going to love their new home. So if you guys like it, hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Until next time, we'll see you later.
Good piggy. Good piggies. Good girls. See, snuggly. Yeah. Yeah.